Hello everyone. I thought I would do a quick little video. Again, it's all trial and error on recording devices, but I wanted to show you two categories. First one are books that I've used for teaching myself Hardanger. The, the very first book I ever found was this one, Teach Yourself Hardanger Embroidery, and it's by Adelaide, Stockdale. And I'll put information down below. This one, I don't know if it's still being published. So that I'm not sure, but I've had this one for 20 years, I think, and I still refer to it. The next one comes in a series of two, and I would highly recommend both of them, but if you're just getting into it, I'd say this one. And I know this is still being published, and I'll also put a link down below for Nordic Needle. They have the best supply of books. So this one is Hardanger, Basics and Beyond, and it's by Janice Love. And this one will go through, let's see, they start with your cloister blocks, blanket stitches, petite blanket stitches, eyelets, Algerian eyelets, cutting, amendments, wrapped bars, woven bars, picots, dove's eyes, square fillets, spider webs, tulip or ship motifs, clip art, and etc. But these are all the basic stitches for Hardanger, and it has beautiful large diagrams giving you how to move your thread even in the back of your work. She has tips for the advanced in these books, points for perfection. It's an excellent book. It's a tool that I go to all the time. The second book in this series, if you get into Hardanger, is Fundamentals Made Fancy. Again, it's by Janice Love, and she goes into some other stitches, picots with diagonal twists, divided woven bars with picots, woven spider webs, whipped spider webs, and on and on and on. Greek crosses, blanket stitch flowers, etc. And she has the same setup in this book where she shows you stitches, how they're done, where your thread is to travel behind your work, etc. So these are excellent books to get you started on Hardanger. The other thing is, oh, and I apologize, one of you had asked where I had gotten my patterns, if they're from books or where they're from. So I took some of my Hardanger and I matched them up to the patterns, so I'll go through those quickly with you. Just one second. So the first one is this piece, this large piece. It doesn't fit in the camera frame. I'll show you how I'm filming it after. So this large piece, I got, oh, I didn't have the book. No, it's right here. Sorry about that. This large piece is, this is the pattern, and it's from Hardanger, A Growing Tradition 2 by Elaine J. Holm and Marion D. Keebaugh. But I will put the titles and the authors down below. And there's lots of patterns in this book, so that's a lot of fun. The next one is this piece, two-color piece. I made this in a green, and this one is in a tan ecru type of color. And this one is from this book. Now, I've made several from this book. For some reason, I keep going back to it. Tomorrow's Heirlooms and Hardanger Embroidery by Earlene Dobberpuhl. And so you've got big, what they do in these books is they show you the large pattern or the large picture, then they show you a close-up, and then they do the pattern. I won't show you the pattern. And they're easy enough to follow once you've got your basics down. But this one is very good. I've gone back to this one several times. So next is this little one, and that is from this pattern booklet. Not really booklet, it's just got a bunch of 6 patterns in here. It's this little one down here. It's by Satin Stitches, and of course her name is covered up. Darlene Olsen, I think it is, but I'll double check that and make sure. This chart is number 552, and it's called Blue Diamonds. So that's the little one that I made there, and that's this one. Then also by Satin Stitches, Donna Olsen, and again I'll put the information down below. This is by itself, just the one pattern. It's called Northern Crystal, and that one I made into this. And of course you can do it on any material using any thread that you want. So there's that one. And this one is this pattern here. I also did the green one, the dark green. That's a smaller count, so it ended up being smaller, or a higher count I guess you'd call it. Ended up being smaller. And that one is this pattern right here, and of course this book comes with all these patterns, and that is by Susan, Meier, and Rosalyn Watnemo. And Sue and Roz are the owners, well, previous owners of Nordic Needle. Susan, I think, retired many years ago, and Rosalyn just retired, although I think well, she still has her hand in it, and Susan most likely as well. Excellent store for getting your supplies from. And one that I didn't show you, and it's just interesting because you can do Hardanger in any color. This is brown fabric. I don't know if it's a Lugana 25 count. I'm thinking it is a Lugana 25 count. The floss is a Karen watercolors, and it is the closter blocks, the blanket, the satin stitches, and then the Karen watercolors, or water flowers for the needle weaving and the dove's eyes, etc. This is from this book, which is also an excellent beginner's book, Beginner's Charted Hardanger Embroidery by Susan Meier and Rosalyn Watnemo, and they, like I said, were the previous owners of Nordic Needle. And that has, this is the pattern in here. Here's the picture, and then it'll show the pattern. But they also have some excellent diagrams, so excellent for referring to and learning from. And then I'll show you quickly, just to finish off this video, how I've set up my camera so it doesn't shake so much. Of course, now I'm picking it up and I'll be shaking. But I used a needlework frame. This is one of my lap stands. Actually, it was my mother's. And when she passed, I've got it now. It is very similar to my floor frames, and I will do a video on floor frames. I have actually 3 floor frames and 2 lap stands. I also have a table stand. I think always we're trying to find the perfect frame. So this one, the width is determined by this bar here. I have a longer bar I can put on. Mind you, then it's very wide. Right now it's already too wide for a chair. You'd have to sit on a couch. I put these very close together, but normally they would be further, go back, further apart, and you would put your scroll bars in here. It turns, and then these turn as well. I'll put the where these frames are from. This gentleman who makes these frames also makes attachments for scroll bars, or Q-snaps, I should say. These are for the scroll bars, but he also makes attachments for the Q-snaps. I have the attachments. I haven't quite figured out how to use them, so I'm still working on that. At any rate, so this is one type of frame. The other frame I have is made by someone else, or the other type, I'm sorry, of lap stand I have is made by someone else, and I don't know where that was from. I bought it many years ago. But I like it better, quite honestly, because the width of the other one is determined by the scroll bars. So it depends on how wide your scroll bars are, is how wide the other one is. And I'll show that to you in another video. This one, I have to go by the width of this back bar. Maybe he has smaller or less long back bars. But I have this one and a longer one, so I don't know. I don't really want to order more. I have spent enough money as it is. It is adjustable. You can move these down so that you can set it up for what you need. There's a lot of choice, which is nice. This part is also adjustable, so you can go forward and backwards. And then, of course, this part is also adjustable. You can get your scroll bars in as close or as far apart as you want, closer to you, etc. So it's very, very adjustable. And if you work with scroll bars, it is very good to use it, and it's extremely sturdy. So what I've done to film is I've put this in here, set the camera down, and filmed. And what I think I might do is try this trick with maybe doing a few little Hardanger stitch lessons. At any rate, I'm running out of time. I can see my recording going down. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.